morning. Oh, good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good morning. So, I'm going to do something a little different today. I've been meaning to do this for a hot minute. We're going to... I've done it before, but the phone overheated, and it was dumb of me to do it on that day. It was 100 degrees outside. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and it's no secret to anybody, but the GoPro does not like heat. It already gets hella hot. So, yeah. Since it's a nice, cool 60-degree morning, we're gonna go make a video right now. We're gonna go to the high school parking lot. Now, it won't be this video, it'll be the next video, or it'll be the video just before this, or this is in the future and you are just watching me for the first time or whatever, and whatever, it's next. We're gonna do a how-to video. We're gonna do just a real basic, start from absolute scratch, assuming you've never seen a motorcycle before, and we're gonna do how to ride a motorcycle, featuring the 2024 Honda Grom. Oh, that'll be exciting. So yeah, we're gonna approach it as if you've never even seen a bike before. You've ridden a bicycle, I'm sure everybody has, but just in case you haven't, we're just gonna go from like, what is this shit that we're looking at? What the fuck was that? Oh, that was this. Like, what are these controls? What do they do? What's the red button for? You know? The fuck is this thing? How do you do it? How do you ride it? How do you shift it? How do you stop it? How do you bop it, twist it, pull it? Yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna go to the gym. We're on this new weird thing I'm doing where I'm just doing like three exercises as hard as I fucking can, and they're not related. So I'm not doing a push-pull leg split. It's like block A has hamstrings and back and shoulders or something, you know what I mean? Like, they're just not necessarily related. And then I'm gonna go to the track and I'm gonna walk for about an hour / run, jog. I'm just basically gonna move for about an hour outside in the sun. You know, get that vitamin D up in my freaking hot body. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day. And then maybe later, depends if my wife wants to or not, we're gonna fix the fence. The fence on the west side of the house I ran into it with the Subaru on accident. My foot was wet and I went for the brake and it just slipped off. So yeah, the fence and the fence was fine. The Subaru had a big dent in the quarter panel, which is we fixed it, but goddamn, that was annoying. And then, so I put it back and it was all fine and good, but we had this massive blackberry bush grow in and it took over that area of the house. And my wife will go out there from time to time and prune it back as much as she can. And it's in a weird spot where it's really hard to get to. It's between a fence and a retaining wall. So, but yeah, that blackberry bush pushed up against the fence, and for a little bit it was the only thing that was holding it there. Like the fence was really just floating. up against the goddamn blackberry bush. So yeah, we're gonna, she wants to, we can fix that today. It'll only take us maybe half an hour. I've tried to bring attention to it before, but for those that are a little bit more advanced in writing, if you're not doing it now, I encourage you to get used to it and start doing it. And that's a front braking while downshifting, which is a little hard to do, to get at least get used to. But you got your brake lever here and your throttle here. So I remember when I was trying to figure all this shit out, it was just confusing as fuck. I'm like, how am I supposed to brake and downshift at the same time? Well, it's a little flick of the wrist is really all it is. You apply the front brake. Now I just use my middle finger, sometimes both of these, but typically just my middle finger. And as I apply the brake, I roll. I'm applying the brake and rolling. And rolling my hand. It's not terribly difficult. It's a little bit wonky to get used to, but once you get the hang of it, you do it without even realizing it. You know, riding a motorcycle is a lot of just hand-eye coordination. Not really hand-eye, but it's a lot of coordination involved. Because as you're doing that, you're also shifting. So that's where the difficulty lies. Is as you're applying that brake, rolling on that throttle and blipping it so you can downshift, you're doing the downshifting part. So it's one of those things that you just have to do. You know, here we'll show right here. See, so that whole time I was applying that front brake. Now I'm not applying it very hard. I just barely tap on it, because a lot of what I'm doing when I slow down, and it might just be the Grom because it's so light, so small, a lot of my braking is just engine braking. It could also be that's just single cylinder. You know, there's not another cylinder to fight against. Now I don't only use the front brake, I also will apply the rear brake. My rear brake is bent. I have the new one, I just haven't gotten off my ass and replaced it yet. And it's functional, it still works. It's just, I have to push it a little harder to get the same effect. But also that rear, since it is so light, that rear brake likes to lock up. And sometimes it's fun to do on the right pavement. You know, you can get a nice little in fact, that's not the reason, not even really a main reason, but looking at all the videos of people riding Groms and having fun on them, I saw a video of a guy do that, and I was like, alright, yeah. You don't need to convince me anymore, my friend. I'm in. Went to the dealership that weekend. Cash, son. Cash money. So give me that shit. Give me that orange one. Always look into your turn, you know, until you get like, oh, that's right, it's 25 here, until you get to like really, really good, like to where everything is second nature. You're also in an area that you know there's no cars coming, there's no people or dogs in the road, there's nothing crazy going on, you know for a fact that you'll be okay. Then you can take your eyes off the road and stop looking through your turn. But otherwise, you should be looking through your turn at all times. I even will, if I'm somewhere new, I'll exaggerate the fuck out of my fucking head. I'll look like that, you know, just to make sure that, one, especially on like a blind corner, you can try to see as much as possible. You know, you might be able to see like the outline or the lights of a car coming around a corner or something. Because on blind corners, people, especially around here, people, and the worst offenders are the truckers, the logging trucks. They'll fucking cut those corners super tight. I mean, I'm guilty of it in my bus, but then again, I'm not a trailer, and there's about a foot to 2 feet of off tracking. Typically no more than that. All right, friends. So I'm gonna jump in here. Go take a look at this video. It'll come out if you're watching this right now. Just give it a minute. Give it a couple hours, and this will come out. But otherwise, yeah, go check out this video I'm about to make. How to ride a motorcycle from scratch.